Hi, this is Nellie Campman. It's August 8th, 2013. I don't normally do video blogs, but this time I just had to tell you guys this story because it's so nuts. Let me start this off by saying I have had a weird week to begin with, and today just kind of topped it. This morning I got an email from my father saying, "Oh, you better be expecting to be getting a lot of mail in the next week or two because your mailman was caught hoarding the mail." Apparently, the guy had not wanted to deliver a lot of the mail, so they found that he had 13,000 pieces of undelivered mail in his house. My mind is just completely blown by this. I mean, I'm laughing because it's just so bizarre. I guess I should be mad because, 10% of it was first class mail. It could be, for all I know, people didn't get their paychecks and stuff because of this idiot, but 13,000 pieces of mail just sitting in this guy's house for a year. I mean, I can't even really imagine it. Now, we kind of knew that something was up, or something might be up. Let's put it that way. Um, it's been quite some time since we've had regular Saturday delivery. Uh, but some Saturdays we get it, but most of the time we wouldn't get anything on Saturdays. And I really wasn't overly concerned about this because my mom used to be a mailman, and I knew there were certain rules where they didn't actually have to deliver mail, third class mail. They had, X many days, between the time that they received it and the time they had to actually deliver it to the mailboxes. And I figured, well, okay, maybe on these Saturdays when I didn't get any mail, it was just because they didn't have any first class mail for me, and the guy was just saving the third class mail for Monday. Well, I don't care if I don't get my junk mail on Saturday. I have to wait until Monday for it. So I really wasn't really concerned about it. But under the circumstances, well, I guess I know what that was all about. Um, Sorry, it's funny. It's just funny. And a lot of people are just, the post office is so terrible, and this stuff goes on all the time, and I'm just, they're evil. Oh, lighten up, guys. Realistically, okay, this is just one postal worker out of the hundreds of thousands of postal workers they have working for the USPS. It's only a percentage of the mail that he delivered. I mean, we got most of our mail most days. It wasn't that big of a deal. We'd have an occasional issue with him delivering something to us that belonged to the next street over that had almost the same name, but the same street address. It wasn't that big of a deal, and didn't happen often enough. It was really a problem. And aside from not getting the Saturday mail, well, that's not a big deal either. But getting back to the general thing with the post office, well, they deliver 160 billion pieces of mail a year. And you only hear about situations like this, once every maybe 6 to 10 years. Say you got to figure, 13,000 pieces of mail out of all that. It's a really small percentage. And I'm actually a little more concerned about, the neighbor kids deciding to, check out what's in my mailbox just out of nosiness and take off with it that way. Frankly, I've had problems with that in the past in other places I live. So, all in all, it's not that big of a deal. But, like I said, sorry, I just think it's hilarious. I, I'm taping this mostly because I'm laughing my full head off about it. I just remember how this feels. Anyway, the post office. I honestly think they get a bad rap for the most part because 160 billion pieces of mail. For the amount of problems I have with them, I think they're doing a great job. And they've always, occasionally you get a snarky clerk or something, but for the most part, they're pretty nice. To give my thumbs up. I'd rather use the post office for sending out my packages than any of the other companies. So anyway, I hope you guys were as amused by this as I am. The more I think about it, I just can't stop laughing. So anyway, have a nice evening.